How long haven't we had the Jubilee?
2 years. 2008 was the last time there was a Jubilee. Story idea.
What story idea?
We can just research back into it and just write a story on all the festivals past that's been on Main Street or in Alhambra.
And promote having something new happen on Main Street.
This is the traditional Main Street, but in America there is no more traditional Main Street. There's Walmart. Main Street used to be the hub of the San Gabriel Valley, so on Christmas they used to close the streets and people would walk in the middle of the streets, and they had a parade. They had what's called Yule-By Days, where it was thousands of people out on the street.
Could you give us a picture of what Main Street used to be like?
We used to have a parade called the High Neighbor Parade, and that used to go down Main Street. If you were in the Boy Scouts or Girl Scouts or any kind of a club, you participated in that. We used to have a race down Main Street called a Moonlight 8K.
What kind of race?
It was a foot race. It was run at night, and it was run on a weekend, and you would start at Alhambra Park and run all the way down Main Street to the city border and turn around and come all the way back.
What do you think that event meant to you as a kid?
That was kind of like a really big event, and it was like, I remember it being like a big weekend thing, and I remember, you know, my mom being like, all right, you guys, like, let's go, and then like not knowing where we were going, but just remembering like masses of people walking around and food. I remember there being like food and everything, and it was just like, it was like a fun thing that it was all of our family members would go to, all my cousins and uncles, and everybody would go and meet at the Moonlight 8K every year.
The city of Alhambra, up till 2 years ago, had what they called the Summer Jubilee.
I remember those.
Yeah, and that was a wonderful program, and the city hopes to bring that back.
I remember like War playing, and then that fake Beatles band that was really good all the time. That was fun, and it was a good time.
Why is the parade gone?
Well, because there's a lack of sponsors, and those marketing budgets, of course, have shrunk in this economy, and their monies are not available. So it may come back at another time, but they're very expensive to run and get sponsorships for.
This is Maya Villa from the Alhambra Youth Feed, asking for a greater sense of community. Bring back Main Street events.